Well, Papa and Dad, it's good to be back in Bedford, and we have a lot that I want to talk about.
So, Dad, what does he mean? What does he mean? What does he mean?
Well, I think you know what I mean. If you notice that Mom is talking to you, don't keep ignoring her. Remember, Mom can't do everything in this house. Miles, you and Crazy Frog and Jackson are all screw-ups, and so are we. None of us are perfect. Jameson and Nicholas are a lot of work, and Mom can't do everything by herself. Jim pays for the food you eat, the house, and Mom. Jim has to work overtime sometimes, but not every night. If he doesn't have money, he can't take care of you guys.
It's one thing if I was doing something silly, but I need to breathe the air when I'm around the girls. And when I came home, she noticed that downstairs was a mess, and she came up to me and said, "You and me are going to do a little project on cleaning the table." While I was thinking about my human nature, that's government property, Dad.
I know there's something going on with Mom, Miles. So it's not just you, it's everybody around us, Miles. Jim is trying to look for a new job so that he can get paid better. And it's not your fault. Something is going on with Jim and Mom. They need to work things out.
I'm going through something, and something is definitely wrong. I can tell this is not even a joke.
What is it, Miles?
While I was thinking about my girlfriends in the fantasy and the real world, and my mom's timing is not always the best, and sometimes it's terrible. She'll do anything to torment me, and life keeps on stabbing me behind the chest.
This is a serious problem. You're thinking about your girlfriend in the human world and the fantasy world, and she brought that up again today. I noticed that she was tormenting you again. We need to pray for her, because something is wrong.
Mom and Jim can't do all the work in the house. That's why you're here to help. She has a painting to work on. It's one thing if it was a free day, but you can't be playing your video games all the time.
Well, we do watch some, YouTube videos of carts riding around in Walmart.
If you notice that there's laundry in the basket, do it so that way Mom doesn't have to take care of it. Do you know why Mom does paintings and work on the computer? It's because she constantly has to get money to get paid all the time. Mom and Jim sometimes have agreements and disagreements, and they may get into fights sometimes. Mom doesn't always know what she's doing, and Jim isn't always going to accept that. Mom and Jim may have to get into fights sometimes, because Mom doesn't always know what she's doing, and she tends to put it on Jim. Everybody just remember that.
You go find him now. We'll clean up. Every second counts. Now go.